Hey guys, I had the June Boxycharm and I'm going to be doing an unboxing and also a try on for you guys. You guys really like this style of video, so I'm going to keep doing these. And I have no makeup on except for just a primer from Pixie. Where is it? One of these. And whatever was left from my mascara from work, because I literally just took everything off and really wanted to film this for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. And always, you guys are always asking me what's the number of my boxes. This is style number 1. And the weight of my box for this one is, and the weight, took me a while to find it, is 0.90 pounds. Okay, so I will put that down below because a lot of you guys always ask that in every video. You want to know what style it is and how much it weighed. And as always, Boxycharm, they send this to me for review purposes, but all opinions are my own. They also give me a link down below that if you use it to sign up, I do get compensation for. You don't have to use it. It's not obligated. You can definitely just go to their website, whatever you feel free to do. Okay, so now I'm going to jump right into the box. I did go ahead and open it to kind of see if I could do full face or not. And like I said, I have number 1. It says it on the side of the card. A lot of you guys told me that. And the first thing in here are the Luxie brushes. So I'm going to start out with those because it's a 3-piece flawless complexion set and this is worth $42. And I have to say I'm super excited to have these brushes. I own a ton of these that I've bought sets of them myself. I bought their eye set, I bought their face set. I have a ton of their brushes and like I said, I've bought them all myself or they've come in different boxes like Ipsy or Boxycharm. Okay, so this is what they look like right there. They come in this really nice little bag and it actually, okay, my computer's acting up. It actually has a precision foundation, a dual fiber powder brush, and a, what is this last one? And a tapered highlighter brush. So I'm going to try to use this foundation brush. I don't know how I'm going to like this because I don't really like little small foundation brushes like this, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a go on camera so you guys can see if it really works as a foundation brush. Something this small like this I would really use for setting my under eye just because this seems to fit perfectly underneath there. But we're going to go ahead and use it as it says, which is a precise foundation brush. So I just applied a little bit on there. And let's see how this applies foundation. Yeah, not my favorite. This is not the kind of brush that I like for foundation, to be honest. I like more of this style brush. Or from Luxie themselves, I have these brushes which are more like kabuki brushes that they have, and these buffer brushes are really good. As you can see, this one's super dirty from using for foundation. This kind of brush is not my favorite for applying foundation. I'm just going to kind of go with it and wing it just for the sake of the video, so that way you can see if you like it. It just seems like it takes forever. I mean, it's doing an okay job, but it's not my favorite because, like I said, I like more of those buffing brushes just because it's easier and faster for me than doing it like this. As you can see, it's taking me more time and effort to actually blend into the skin. And I'm using my Too Faced Peach Foundation. Okay, so I did kind of fast forward that little speed because if not, it was going to take forever of this video, but this is okay as a foundation brush. Like I said, I'm not really fond of this just because it's going to take forever and I'm more of a buff it on and get out the door kind of girl. So this you can use just like I did, but I would definitely use this more for setting my under eye, so I'm going to try it with that. I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and applied my concealer and I'm going to take my Hourglass Diffuse Light and I'm going to use that same supposed foundation brush, but there's no rules to makeup, so you can do whatever you want with it. And I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye with this brush. And yeah, I like this a lot more for setting the under eye. I think this is exactly what I would use this brush for. Of course, like I said, you could use it for concealer, and because of its shape, you could actually use this to set your under eye. You could actually even use this for brush it's even tapered enough where you could actually even contour with it or even maybe highlight with it. So it's definitely a multi-purpose brush. And just because a brush says something doesn't mean you have to exactly use it for that purpose. I've had a ton of brushes and I use them for all different purposes, not exactly what it necessarily says on there. Likewise, they have this one as the dual fiber powder brush, and this is not the kind of powder brush that I like. I really like big fluffy ones, but I'm going to go ahead and test this out as a powder brush, and I'm using my Smashbox powder. And just from the get-go, I don't like the way it's coming up because dual fibers really give more of a soft kind of finish. So I don't know how I feel about using this for powder. Yeah, I don't really like this for powder. I like big fluffy brushes like this just because, I'll show you in a minute, you can get a lot more product and just pat it in and kind of go. And because I'm a mommy on the go, I am all about that quick life. So instead of using this for powder, as you saw, I did not like the way that applied. I'm going to go ahead and use this for blush. So I'm going to use it for my Rockateur brush and see how it works there. And yeah, I like it a lot better as for blush or even bronzer, even for highlighting. I think that this would do really well. And what's really good about dual fiber brushes is that it applies powder or any kind of product more delicately, and it's really good to use with liquid products as well. Okay, so I have my blush on. I hope it's not being washed out too much by the lights, but as you can see there, it just kind of gives me a flush to the cheeks. So that's what I would use this one for. Okay, and the last one is the tapered highlighter. It does have a little hair out of place, so I would definitely cut that one off. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. And I could use this to set my under eye if I wanted to, and also to do highlighter or even contour. So this is actually another multi-purpose brush. So that way you have kind of an idea of which ones you could use and for what. But like I said, there's no rules. And I'm just taking the Fenty Hustler Baby, and I'm going to apply my highlight with this. Wow, that does a really great job of really picking up product. I probably should have been a little bit more light-handed. Okay, so there it is. As you can see, it really blended it out nicely, and they're all really, really nice and soft. I really enjoy Luxie brushes. I think the only thing would be the color if you're not a fan of baby pink, because all their brushes, the handles are baby pink if I'm not mistaken. So that was the set of 3 brushes for $42. So next I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Cream. This is worth $10. It's a tiny little version of it. I actually have the full size, and the full size is about 4 times the size of this. This only comes with 0.84 fluid ounces, so almost 1 fluid ounce. This would probably, if you're going to do it on your legs, probably only maybe 1 or 2 times use this, if that. The smell of this is amazing. I actually bought the set that they had going around Christmas time, and I have their full set, the spray, this cream, and I absolutely love the way this smells. It's kind of a coconutty, kind of sweet smell. They describe it as a pistachio caramel. And I love the way this leaves my skin. I haven't been as consistent with it as I wanted to be to actually see the difference, like the before and after, as far as if it really helps with your bum. But I really, really love the way this leaves your skin. So it's nice that in here, I'm just surprised at how tiny it is, just because usually with Boxycharm they have like huge full-size products in every box. So this, I thought this would be a little bit bigger, at least the 4-ounce one. But I mean, if you haven't ever tried it, it's good to try it in this one, but it almost looks like those little tiny Sephora ones. So I don't know, it just kind of seems like it's not a real full-sized one. And you know, Boxycharm is all about they have full-size products, so I don't know, that's kind of a little iffy. The next product in here is the Alamar Reina del Caribe, and this is a palette. This is something that I have been super excited to try. This is a brand new brand, and she is Cuban, so I'm super, super excited to try this. It's $28, so I'm so excited that it actually came in the Boxycharm, and it's kind of like a mustard yellow. And Okay, mine has a little bit of the brown scattered around here, so I have to clean it off a little bit, but it's not broken or anything. I don't know what happened there, that it just kind of has some. And the numbers are, the names are really cute on here. It all has to do with Cuban culture, so I really, really like that. And the shades are just perfect for summer. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do a quick eye look for you guys using 2 or 3 of these shades. Hopefully this video won't take forever. Even though a lot of you guys seem to like that I actually go through steps and actually show everything in use, just because it seems like it is very helpful for you guys. So I'm just applying eye primer. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some powder all over my eyelid because none of the shades in here are really a neutral shade to put all over your eye. I'm just using my MAC Fix Plus or Studio Fix powder to just put it all over my eye. And then I like the fact that it has 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. So these 4 down here are matte and the 4 on top are shimmer. So let's see how these work. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and go into Cocoa Taxi, which is this beautiful kind of yellow mustardy shade, and apply that all over my crease. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take Tropico, which is this orangey shade, and just add that to the outer part of this. Okay, and then next I'm going to go ahead and take Celia, which is this bright green, and see how that applies by itself without using any kind of Fix Plus or anything like that, and just concentrate that on the lid. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take El Malecón, which is a famous place in Cuba if I'm not mistaken, and I'm so excited because I'm actually going to Cuba in September. So I'm just going to put this on the inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. That is a pretty bright green down there. Okay, I think I'm going to darken this outer V a little bit with Guantanamera, which I've heard in a song before. I don't know if it's just part of the song. I just feel like I need a little bit more color. Okay, and then I'm going to use that same one, Guantanamera, underneath my lash line. Okay, and just to show you guys these shades, I'm going to go ahead and swatch them on my fingers so you guys can see all the shades swatched. So here are the 4 shimmer shades or metallic-y shades. And here are the matte shades. Okay, so next product in here is a eyeliner, and this is by Jaune Bleu, and this is in the color dark brown, and this is worth $5. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this in my waterline and see how pigmented it is. Let me use one of my small mirrors. The nice thing about this is that since dark brown isn't as harsh on the waterline, it's almost really nice for everyday wear. Back in the 80s, I feel like they used to wear a lot of browns, dark browns, in the waterline and also as mascara, and it used to look a lot more natural. I'm going to see if I'm going to put just a little bit on the upper the upper lash line. Just because I saw that there's lashes in here, so that way it'll hide the band a little bit. And next up are the lashes themselves, and these are Monroe 3D silk lashes, and these are Baddington lashes, and these are pretty pricey. These are worth $28, and they're supposed to be like a 3D multi-layer, so that is what they look like. Hopefully the camera will focus on that. So that is the style, that is what they look like. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to apply these on real quick. Okay, I went ahead and applied this pair off of the camera. These aren't as easy to apply because of the fact that they are a really thick band. So it is something that you're gonna have to have some patience with. Let me see if I can use my little mirror, so hopefully you guys will be able to see this. So these aren't super easy to apply. They're actually harder because of how thick the band is. So I wouldn't say that these are really beginner friendly. You're gonna have to really take your time and practice a little. So that is what they look like right there. My lashes underneath are a hot mess because I just got out of work and I had mascara on. So hopefully, and just squeeze these. And last thing in here is the Over Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. This is worth $21, and this is in the shade Verona. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this, and I really like their formula. It's more of a moussey kind of formula, and this shade seems to go perfect with this eye palette. So this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. I have to say that my favorite thing is the palette. I'm super excited to see more from this brand. The shades in here are absolutely beautiful. It says that this is volume 1, so I'm thinking that she will continue on with the volumes. I have to say, out of all the things that came, the only thing that I'm a little disappointed in is the Sol de Janeiro. I thought that this would be way bigger than this tiny little thing. So I'm kind of like, come on, Boxycharm. You always say it's full-size products, so I mean, you never said full-size mini products, so that's the only thing that was kind of like, Other than that, I really like everything else. The liner, the lip is actually a beautiful color. The brushes are some of my favorite brushes, Luxie brushes, and the lashes I really like as well. Like I said, they're not beginner friendly just because the band is a little thicker, so you do have to kind of play with it. So that is it for today's kind of try on video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of the box. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, definitely hit that little red button down below. Love you guys, and until next time.